Guys, I'm about to hit you with something that will make your blood boil. Imagine getting famous, becoming a millionaire, and yet you can't even be bothered to visit your own mother for 2 years. Yep, you heard that right. Salt Bae, the so-called luxury chef, who has the audacity to charge thousands for a gold steak, forgot about the woman who raised him. Salt Bae's rise to fame was built on his viral salt sprinkling videos. When he woke up the next morning, he saw that his video had reached millions of views, turning his few followers into a massive audience.
2016, I make a video. Our waiter, I ask him, can you take a picture and video for me? I make one big tomahawk and then I cut very nice and then I put the salt, with the sun, like a rain, like a snow. And I go to sleep around 1 o'clock. I wake up 6 o'clock and then I open the telephone. My telephone is different. 1 hour, I have 1 million people. We go to Abu Dhabi, 3 million.
Wow.
And then all week, 7 million.
But Nusret Gökçe's life wasn't always like this. He went from being a nobody in Turkey to living the high life in places like Dubai. The man was flexing on the gram, flying private jets and serving celebrities. But here's the cold truth. While he was living the dream, his mother was living without him. Let's take a step back. This is a man who went from humble beginnings to millions in his bank account. He had nothing, and now he has it all. Yet despite all of his riches, despite having the world at his feet, he ignored his mother for 2 years. What does this say about a man who, instead of honoring the people who helped him get to the top, left them behind for the glitz and glamour of his new life? Salt Bae's whole vibe used to be about making food art, right? But somewhere along the way, he traded real passion for show-off antics. Instead of serving meals that fed the soul, he got into the business of serving gold-covered overpriced steaks to celebrities and influencers. Alright guys, from being a symbol of elegance and fame, Salt Bae is now at the center of massive criticism. He's being dragged so hard online that people across the world are using his name as a joke, not a compliment. But why did it all come to this? What really caused the downfall of Salt Bae? Was it some kind of curse or just straight up karma? He forgot where he came from. A man who was born into a middle-class family who worked his way up now ignores the people who gave him life for the sake of his image. He's too busy rubbing elbows with billionaires to care about his roots. You think it's right for someone to forget their own mother while they're out there chasing luxury? Meanwhile, back at home, his mother? She's still the same woman who raised him, worked hard to support him. And you're telling me, this millionaire, this so-called chef, can't find the time to check in on her? But here's where things get even worse. Salt Bae is not only showing us that he's out of touch with reality, but his other controversies are starting to pile up. He's been called out for treating his employees badly, charging insane amounts for food that's not even worth half the price. Many people started heavily criticizing and exposing Salt Bae's overpriced menu.
This celebrity chef is proving to be nothing more than a con artist. Over the past few years, Nusret Gökçe has asserted himself as one of the biggest names in the restaurant world. Recently, Salt Bae posted a photo online of one customer's bill from this restaurant. The bill came out to roughly 140,000 euros. The exorbitant price was based on several things, including his famous gold-wrapped meats, along with several high-end bottles of wine. Essentially, what we have here is someone using their fame and celebrity status to price gouge patrons for ridiculous amounts of money. And recent reviews of Salt Bae's restaurant have suggested that the quality doesn't come close to the prices. For instance, Salt Bae's new London restaurant was named one of the worst restaurants in the entire city.
And now, he's becoming a meme for his ridiculous antics. This isn't just about one mistake, it's a series of errors that have turned him from a chef to a joke. Let's face it, he's forgotten what it means to stay grounded. Once you get that big, once you get successful, you have two choices. Either keep your feet on the ground and appreciate your roots, or float away into the abyss of self-obsession and the luxury living that leaves your true self behind. When he was at his peak with $50 million to his name, he posted a video of himself meeting his mom after 2 years. And you know what's insane? From the moment he arrived to the moment he left, he didn't even take his sunglasses off in front of his own mother. Bro, it's your mom. You're seeing her after 2 years. At least look at her with your own eyes instead of hiding behind your shades. People bashed him in the comments for this too, calling him out for being so distant, even in such a personal moment. Imagine having $50 million and not visiting your mom for 2 years. That's insane. Now let's break it down. For 2 years, Salt Bae could find the time to visit his own mother, the woman who sacrificed everything for him, and yet he couldn't show up. He's out there flexing in Dubai, catering to the rich and famous, while his real family is still waiting for that call. This man doesn't care about the people who made him who he is. It's all about the money, the fame, and the power. If that's what success is about, then we should all be asking, what's the point? Let's be real here. Salt Bae is not just losing touch with his mother, he's losing touch with his fans too. People are starting to see him for who he really is, a selfish, out-of-touch celebrity who's far more interested in showing off than being a decent human being. And honestly, it's getting harder to root for him. Once you start neglecting your family, you lose the respect of the people who truly care about you. Your fans see the cracks, they see the selfishness, and they'll eventually turn their backs on you. If Salt Bae had just taken a step back, he could have had it all, the fame, the money, and a strong family foundation. All he had to do was visit his mother, stay humble, and recognize where he came from. Instead, he got blinded by the lights. So what should he have done? Maybe, just maybe, if he spent less time chasing the rich and famous and more time with these people who made him who he is, things would be different. But now he's on a one-way road to becoming a forgotten meme, and frankly, he deserves it.
A Boston restaurant opened by social media star Salt Bae has been shut down for violating safety guidelines.
Pulled up to Nusret. Inside of this place looked insanely nice, and I gotta say, right off the bat, the service was incredible, but that might be because this place is completely empty. We are literally the only people.
Look, the writing is on the wall. If Salt Bae keeps going down this path, he's going to lose everything. His reputation is shot, his business is becoming a joke, and now he's alienated the people who made him who he is. What do you think? Do you think he's genuinely out of touch? Or is this all part of his luxury lifestyle delusion? Should he have put family first, or was it too late for him? In this video, a food reviewer exposes Salt Bae's trick.
Wait, is the steak overcooked or is that me? That thing is gray. What? Seriously? Goat burger. I actually tried that burger, everybody, when I was there. It is ridiculously expensive. The goat does absolutely nothing. It just costs a lot of money. Save your money. If you really want goat leaves, just go to Amazon and buy them for as little as under 10 bucks, everybody. But you're gonna pay way over $100 in his restaurant.
Things could have been like this, but this time it crossed all the lines when Salt Bae's owner, Nusret, shared on his Instagram, bragging about charging a whopping $140,000 bill and boasting about quality. However, people later bashed him in the comments, saying the quality is nowhere near the price.
Expensive. The opulent bill mixed with his arrogant description prompted comments such as, "I have eaten in your restaurant, quality is questionable, and I've eaten there, the food was not good."
Many people started heavily criticizing and exposing Salt Bae's overpriced menu, including one content creator who targeted Salt Bae with a lot of criticism.
Salt Bae's situation just gets worse.
The content creator from the channel More Vortex.
I heard that actually Salt Bae, right? He actually, like, his steaks aren't like $700. They're like 20 to 50 bucks, and then he makes like a crazy profit. Like, it's insane.
Salt Bae had everything going for him: fame, fortune, influence. But what did he do? He forgot where he came from. He forgot the people who helped him get there. And now, he's facing the consequences of his actions. The story here is simple. Don't forget your roots. When you're chasing success, don't lose sight of the people who made it all possible. Because if you do, you're going to end up with nothing. What do you think, guys? Is Salt Bae just a product of his own ego? Or did he truly forget his roots? Should he have spent more time with his family? Drop your thoughts below. Let's hear what you think.